can't believe it, after so many years of delays, I finally saw the New Mutants. It's out in theaters, so let's talk about it. Everybody, so as I just said, I'm really excited for this one because I finally get to talk about the New Mutants. It's finally out in theaters. I actually had to do a little bit of traveling to see it in a movie theater. This is my first movie experience actually in a theater in over 6 months. It's been a very long time since I've seen something in theaters, so that was also a fun experience, getting to actually see something in a theater once again after so long. As many of you are well aware of by now, the New Mutants has had quite a troubled history when it comes to actually trying to be released, as it's been delayed for literally years at this point. That first teaser came out back in 2017. And it got swept up in that Disney-Fox merger, and obviously the pandemic and all that stuff as well. So it's been a long time coming that this finally comes to the big screen. In case you weren't aware already, this is a horror adventure about 5 young mutants who have just begun discovering their abilities while being held in a secret facility against their will. They have to fight to escape their past sins and save themselves. This was advertised as an X-Men film with horror elements, and I think that it actually does a really good job at executing that. It feels actually quite fresh compared to the other X-Men films we've gotten in the past. The film does play really well into those horror aspects with this claustrophobic setting. All of our characters are stuck inside of this building with many different types of scares along the way, doing a solid job building tension actually. Its tension and atmosphere is what's probably one of the strongest aspects of this film, especially once we get into those really entertaining action scenes that you've seen in the trailers. It certainly does feel like an origin story, which is completely fine with me because these characters aren't super well known to mainstream audiences. And I actually kind of like that about this film, is that you don't really know too much about these characters unless you're a hardcore comic book fan anyway. But I really like the characters in this. The cast as well. I mean, the cast is stacked. You know, Anya Taylor-Joy, Macy Williams, Charlie Heaton, many more. I found myself really enjoying their development as the film went on. Each of them have to deal with their own personal fears throughout, and it really drew me into them as a character. And they also have some really fun tidbits together. I actually really like the romance angle between Wolfsbane and the character Mirage. They had a really good relationship going on throughout the film, and I actually really liked that angle about this film, that they actually went down that path with those two characters. Everyone in the New Mutants, though, really gets some moments to shine. There really isn't anybody that gets too little amount of screen time. I think my personal favorite, though, is Magic, just because that character is so awesome in this. Anya Taylor-Joy, she's a great actress, and I think she did a really great job in this role. Whether it be those horror moments when we do get to see the Smiley Man, or in those amazing action set pieces where she takes on Demon Bear. Demon Bear is really cool as well. I don't want to spoil too much about the movie. I'm just saying that Demon Bear is really cool, and the action scenes are really awesome. If there's anything I could say that's in the negative category, it would be, it's a quite short film. It's only a little over 90 minutes long, and there are many points throughout the film where it definitely feels like things were cut out that I feel like would have actually made the film a lot better and much more fleshed out, whether it be certain scenes or character motivations. It really would have been nice to actually get some of that, because I definitely feel there was a lot left on the cutting room floor. Obviously, Josh Boone did have quite a vision for this franchise, just because this was supposed to be the first of a trilogy of films based on what he said. And I think you can kind of tell that they kind of Frankenstein some parts of this. There's parts of the first act and a little bit of the third act as well that feel a little bit rushed, and I feel like it could have actually been extended. Maybe when this does come out on Blu-ray, we'll get some of that deleted scenes back, but we'll see. But yeah, I had a good time with the New Mutants. I thought it was a really fresh, unique kind of way to introduce some of these characters into the X-Men that we haven't seen before. Of course, there are better X-Men films, but I don't think this is bad by any means. There are some really bad X-Men films that we've gotten in the past. So if they're going to go out with this film, you know, more power to them. I would like to see these characters explored more in the future, but who knows? But those are just my thoughts on the New Mutants. If you're able to see this, whether it be in a theater or at a drive-in, just make sure that you stay safe, wear masks, gloves, anything that makes you feel safe. I'm not going to say, you know, go rush out and see it unless you feel safe enough to do so. It's totally up to you if you want to go check it out, but I hope that you do have a fun time with it if you check it out. If you have seen the film, though, make sure you leave a comment in the comment section down below. What did you think of the New Mutants when you checked it out? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Do you think it was worth all the wait? Where would you rank this among the other X-Men films in the long-running X-Men Fox films franchise? You know, there's so many Fox films, so if this is, like I said, the final nail in the coffin, the universe is dead after this completely, other than Deadpool. What did you think? As always, thank you so much for checking out my reviews. I really do appreciate it. Make sure you leave a like, hit that subscribe button if you want to keep up to date with my reviews, trailer reactions, unboxings, and more. For the next time, I'll see you guys later.